Hello there. Today we are taking a look at another one of the cars from the Totino's car pack. We did the Subaru 360 last time. This time it's time for the mighty Citroen 2CV, a car which, well, considering I'm European, I have seen a fair few of these in real life and they are ridiculous. And yeah, seeing one in Forza is equally as ridiculous. This is a 1970s model, although these cars ran until the 90s, I believe, like very early 90s. Yeah, they're pretty insane cars. Obviously, we all know about the farmer and the basket and the blah blah eggs and the blah blah don't break blah blah suspension softness. Yeah, we all know about that. But there's a few other interesting quirks to this car. 2CV actually refers to 2 horsepower, I believe, although these things ranged from 9 horsepower to 33, and this one is the sports model, so we have 33 horses. Fantastic. Of course, we're not keeping 33 horses in it because we are doing a race build, and I think I'm going to be a bit silly. I'm going to build its B-Class. Now, it starts at E-Class, 32.7 seconds to 60, top speed of 70 miles per hour. And this is the fast one. Right, what engines can we do? We can stick in a Honda VTEC unit, which sounds glorious. However, we can also stick in a Rotary. We're going to stick in a Rotary engine. 1.3 litres 2 rotor out of a Mazda RX-7. Now, I'm going to leave it front-wheel drive, which sounds terrifying. I'm going to supercharge it. Supercharged Rotary Citroen 2CV, yes. I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do power-wise, because I don't trust this car with any more power. We will add the mighty mustache of downforce, and yeah, we'll have the spoiler as well. Unfortunately, no real aero options when it comes to this car, which is a bit of a shame. I was kind of hoping for some crazy French weirdness, but unfortunately not. We will have racing tyres. Right, what size are the tyres on this? 125 stock and 175s when you fully upgrade them, and on the rear, 175s. Not big tyres. That's a bit of a shame. I was kind of hoping for some massive tyres. Right, we are definitely going to want a gearbox. We are definitely going to want a differential because this is an old car. I believe, yeah, this one's a 1970 model, so... Right, we are going to want brakes, and we are going to want to upgrade the suspension. I'm kind of curious to see how low I can make the 2CV. Hopefully we can make it extremely low. Should we strip out some weight? Yeah, let's do that. Let's take some weight off the front end. 1,443 pounds. I think chassis rigidity, probably quite important as well. That also decentralizes the weight. It looks like we are going to have to add some power in the end. I didn't really want to do that, but... you know, to get this thing into B-Class, that is apparently what we are going to have to do. I wonder if you can you add wheels to this? Yeah, you can. Do we actually shave any weight by using... yeah, you don't really... apparently the wheels that are on this car are already incredibly light. So we'll take those, right. Get all the handling bits in it because we may as well, because, well, I don't want to put power into it, but, yeah. Alright. Oh, we can't just upgrade the Rotary. That's a shame. Can we make the supercharger louder? No, we can't do that either. Bollocks. 321 horsepower 2CV. Alright, let's stick the exhaust on it. 306 horsepower. Oh dear. Yeah, it's a light car, so of course PI climbs very rapidly. None of these are really... oh, there we go. Excellent. 311 horsepower, 599 PI. And there we go. B600. And that is our 2CV. 311 horsepower, 1,511 kilos. Of course, front-wheel drive. Rotary. Right, let's just take a look at tuning, because I'm assuming I'm going to have to sort the gearbox out, because I had to with the Subaru 360 from last time. Let's just extend that all the way out and see what that does. Top speed 145. Can we get any more out of it? 144. Okay, so it seems about speed limited to 145. Oh, 146. Okay, so 146 is about what we're going to get out of it. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Oh god, we can. Excellent. Alright, let's lower this thing to the floor. Oh god, you can make the front higher than the... how does that actually look? Oh, good, my goodness. Yes, fantastic. Right, it's everything I could have wanted. I'm probably just going to leave the rest of that, to be honest with you. I don't really... I don't know if decelerate... Yeah, I don't care. Right, anyways. There we go. Apparently I've somehow managed to decrease the top speed by lowering it, but it's been worth it, because look at the mighty 2CV. Glorious. Right, I'm going to find a racetrack, and we're going to go racing. Well, I figured what better place for the 2CV than the Bugatti circuit of Le Mans in France. Not going to take the real full Le Mans circuit layout because, well, I'm not that mad a bastard. I'm sure many of you would have loved to see me do that, but I haven't got all weekend. Anyways, starting next to a Shelby Cobra. Right, off the line launch. Magnificent. I did have to restart this race. I've driven this car all of about 100 yards because the driver tires had limit aggression on, and as we all know, limit aggression is one of the stupidest things in this game because all it does is create a massive pile-up when the driver tires don't know what they're doing. We're probably going to see a massive pile-up again coming into this corner. Yep, there you go. And welcome to the issue of running 24 driver tires. Alright. Anyways. The mighty, mighty Rotary 2CV. Oh, good God. It's weird. It's very weird. It has the same issue the Subaru 360 was having when I put the differential in it last time. Oh my God. I am sorry to the car that was alongside me. I did not see you. I'm going to drive like a Frenchman. And also set fire to the front tyres, apparently. Yes, admittedly... Ooh. There we go, mighty 2CV. Yes, it has the same issue that Subaru had, where it sort of doesn't really feel like you have much control over where it's going. It sort of chooses a direction, and then forces you into it. Which I can't say is particularly surprising, but there you go. Of course, this looks like a proper 2CV now, has a massive scrape down the side of it. Alright, let's see if we can overtake Ferrari 288 GTO in a mighty Citroen 2CV. The brakes are a lot better than I'm trying to give them credit for currently. There we go, scruffy overtake, again, gotta drive it like a Frenchman. We've been to France 3 times and our car got crashed into twice. Anyways. Go. Right, can we get around the Lotus Evora? Of course, I'm aiming for as high a grid position as possible. Only doing, well, I'm doing 5 laps. I didn't know if that was too many for the 2CV, but sod it. Gives us good enough time. I'm going to go around the outside of the Lotus. There you go. Still spinning its wheels. The speedo is entirely useless. It would have been useless for me anyway because it is counting in kilometers, which I don't understand and don't care about. Alright. Can we take this corner flat out? No. No. I don't have the bollocks for that. It's so weird. It feels like it's sort of just got a mind of its own. It's, yeah. Interesting. Interesting's the polite way of saying it for this car. I think, yeah, it's not a good idea. Apparently, someone was telling me yesterday that this thing's actually pretty decent if you just chuck the rotary engine in it and nothing else. I'm just going to try not to agree with that because, yeah, this feels not particularly good. You can hear the wheels spinning the entire time. Of course, I mean, it's not surprising. I've given this car 10 times the power it's supposed to have. And giving it a much better I've given it a much better engine than it deserves to have, but even still, yeah, you can sort of see it. It's a little bit weird. It sort of pulls to a location where yeah, you can sort of see it there. I don't know if that's something to do with the amount of camber on the wheels, perhaps, or yeah, it just really doesn't like having its suspension tuned or something. But yeah, it's an interesting proposition. I'm going to dive up the inside of a Countach. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Haha! Who needs a Bugatti when you've got a mighty Citroen 2CV in this fantastic green colour? By the way, just pointing out, this is the green that it does come from the factory in. I'm not joking. Yes, you can have a green Citroen 2CV, and it's bloody marvellous. Are we going to out... Yes, we outdrag a Lotus Esprit V8. Fantastic. Alright, of course we have much less weight than he does. Silly Lotus didn't realise, you know, it's not simplify and add lightness, it's, well, complicate and add a silly engine to an already extremely light car. Right. Can we get past the pair of Audis? That's the question. Now, I'm pretty terrified of the Audis because, well, if they make one wrong move, they will just instantly disintegrate this car. Like, I'm sorry, in a fight, those are going to be the victorious ones. So, yeah, we'll try not to mess about with those lots too much. Let's go on the brakes. Let's attempt to go on the brakes. Aha! I did manage to... I think the Audi is going to get a cutback, but... Nope! Okay, I've got rid of the RS4. Alright, let's move on to... Is that... I'm not sure if that's an RS6 or an RS5. They all look... Yeah, it's an RS6. It's got 6 doors. 6 doors? Yeah, clearly. No, it's got 4 doors. Alright, come on, mighty 2CV. Mighty 2CV of excellence. The French's greatest car ever. Well, that, to be fair, probably isn't an exaggeration. This is probably the best car they've built. Well, I guess Bugatti, I guess, but they're technically more German these days, so I don't know. Anyways, we're going to get past the massive RS6 before the end of the lap. Gonna miss out on my usual overtaking spot, although actually, if... Oh, I'm gonna get in a bit of a tussle. Yeah, I lost that fight. There is no way I was going to win that one. Although I am going to get him on the inside for this corner, probably. Marvellous. Alright, moving onwards. Can I overtake my favourite Ferrari of all time? That's the good question. I like how every single one of these race builds I've done so far, I've battled a 575, I think. Because I battled one in the Nismo homologation build as well. Here we go. Oh, look at that. My cornering's better than his. Alright, Infiniti Q60 concept car. We've got 2 more laps to climb as far as we can. I don't quite think we're going to reach first place, but I mean, considering it's completely and utterly uncontrollable, it's not doing too bad. I think straight line speed-wise, it's probably one of the faster cars here. It just... If it stopped spinning its wheels so much, and if it didn't have this weird sort of dragging handling characteristic, it'd probably be okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we've just got to get around the Camaro, and then we are in, well, once we get around the Camaro and then the 612, we are in the top 5, which is good. Alright. Camaro. Gonna do some off-roading. Apparently you can't break an egg in this, or something. Of course, that's the only thing I'm concerned about right now. Can I out-drag a Chevrolet Camaro? That's the question. Nope, I'm just going to have to get him on my favourite of these zones. Yeah, this car has really nice brakes. Not nice anything else, but nice brakes nonetheless. Alright. If we can get up the 612 by the end of the lap, we might be looking at a top 3 finish. Which would be lovely. Alright. Ooh, am I going to get the 612 around the outside? Not quite. Although I'm going to get him on braking into this corner, and can I get the Corvette? Not quite. Sort of pushing track limits a bit here, but no real choice. Sorry, Corvette. That's not particularly professional, but again, this car is not professional. It's very silly. It's also looking very sad right now because, yeah, it's quite dirty and also quite falling to party. Ooh, we have a Nissan R380 up there, one of the other new DLC cars. That one probably not going to do much with because there's not really a lot I can do with it. I think I've got a plan for the Lotus GT1, but that's probably going to be it for my Totino's coverage. After that, then we'll just go back to getting back on track with the rest of the builds that I have to do. Alright. Get around the birdcage. Try and get around the birdcage. The really odd-looking birdcage bathtub. Speed. Haha! Excellent. Right. We might be looking at a second place finish if I can catch the R380. We're going to prove that the best race car in this pack is in fact the Citroen 2CV. Alright. Come on. There we go. I really have way more straight line speed than the R380 does. I mean, I'm not too surprised by that, but apparently I do have way more speed than you do. Push track limits to the limit. Try and get up the R380. Car makes an incredible noise. There we go, and finally we just have one more Audi to deal with and then I could get first position. Ugh, I want the top spot. Although the understeer's going to stop me. No! Come on, little Citroen. Oh no! Yeah, we're not going to do it. There we go. We are going to get second place after all of that. Yeah, okay, that's silly, as you'd expect. You can sort of see the main issue with the car on that sort of final section. Yeah. I mean, it was quicker per lap than a bunch of pro driver cars, but that doesn't really matter. Yeah, it looks very, very sad. The little 2CV, bless it. But yeah, I think that was about as successful as that could have gone. Realistically, I just realised I probably don't have any money in this game anymore, do I? Because I don't have that much money. But I have mods to get money, because may as well use some of them while I'm doing this. May as well get some money while we make these videos, you know what I'm saying. Especially now YouTube apparently wants to take all of my ad revenue away from me, because fuck YouTube. Alright, anyways. Oh no, we've lost lockdown. Anyways, that is the 2CV. It was predictably mental. I wouldn't say I really recommend building a 300 horsepower rotary 2CV, but I mean, it's probably the best use for this car. But yes, anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time. There's many cars which are just appearing around me now, apparently. Yes, until next time, a farewell.